Will drones be fighting instead of us humans in the next war? Are drones the future of the modern warfare? Or is it the reality already?
What you're seeing is advanced warfare.
I am Liber Ukraine, soldier of Ukraine's army, trying to help you understand what is going on in our front lines. Recently, I read a report of Institute Study of War on our defense against Russia, and one thing that catched my attention, they mentioned one operation that was drone only, meaning the whole assault was conducted via robots, no infantry involved whatsoever. Kamikaze drones attacked from the air, destroying enemy defensive position, and then there was a swarm of ground drones, basically radio-controlled platforms on wheels with remote-controlled machine guns attached to them. And all of that was assaulting Russian position and effectively taking it over. It was spectacular because there was literally zero infantrymen involved in this assault, and the only thing they did is directed the robots to do their job. Now let's unpack it. In this specific operation, one of the best Ukrainian National Guard brigades, Khartia, they first adopted the general strategy of preserving human lives in combat and then planned this operation, which involved many people to cooperate to make it work in the robotic battlefield paradigm. And obviously a lot of technological devices, many of which they created themselves. Interesting thing their commander said is that unmanned ground complexes are creating a surprise effect for the enemy because of how they are quiet, keep very low profile and deadly with those machine guns mounted on top. He says the key task for these drones is to save lives of Ukrainian military guys in these transparent battlefields. It's too risky to send soldiers into these assaults when you can use drones. As key problems, the commander highlighted the coordination, because it's a lot of systems involved in there, and of course technical limitations, such as radio frequency channels that they have to coordinate in advance, so the drones used are not interfering with each other. And must understand that these drones are not like in the US, where you sit in a container somewhere in Michigan and operate your drone half across the world by the satellite. In Ukraine, these drones heavily rely on radio signal, putting operators in close proximity to enemy forces. And therefore, enemy knows how dangerous these drone operators are, so they are a priority target. In our own operations, up until now, FPV pilots were sitting in the hideouts about 1 kilometer away from Russian positions to get better and longer radio signal to hit more targets. Now it became so dangerous that they were moved a bit, like 5 kilometers away from the front line, but still you have glide bombs, mortars, artillery, everything really shooting at you except maybe infantry. So Ukrainian drone operators are extremely skilled at their job, and they are in particular danger when doing it and when innovating this kind of future of the battlefield. I guess that's something that most of the countries should be studying right now. Unmanned systems are a priority for Ukraine's army right now, and I myself serve in such unmanned unit. Ukraine was the first country in the world to introduce the Unmanned Systems Forces as a dedicated military branch, since we learned so much from the current battlefield and already changed the way wars are fought, thanks to our innovations. We do this not because we are particularly smart or anything, but because we want to survive, and therefore we have to get really creative. What do you think about the role of drone warfare in modern conflict? Let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free and it will encourage me to make a next video when I'll have some spare time from my military duty. Freedom to you all, stay frosty.